Welcome back, everybody. It has been a while since I've made a video of any significance. I think I made one over the winter of some new skis and boots I got, but yeah, it's been a busy 2025 so far with work and home and projects, all kinds of other craziness I won't get into. But here we are in May. The snow has melted and we're transitioning into summer. So heading out for the kind of first little adventure of the year, of the season. Going to go out towards Lovelock, Nevada on I-80 right now and go explore some ghost towns and the Lovelock Cave. And it's going to be a good time, I think. It's not too terribly hot out yet. I've got a new little sidekick companion with me. She's back there laying down. Golden retriever that I had rescued. We actually rescued two of them, but the other one is at home resting because she had a little bit of a surgery, so she's recovering from that. So I grabbed Abby, and she and I are heading out. Excuse me, heading out. So this is going to be her first kind of adventure too. We've only had them for a couple of months, so I'm going to be keeping close watch on her, keeping her on a leash so she doesn't wander off. She's really good about coming when I call her, but this is going to be the first time that she's been separated from the other dog, their mother-daughter, and they were rescued from some awful, horrible puppy mill breeding situation. So they're still learning how to kind of interact with people. So anyway, I expect it's going to be a really fun trip, holiday weekend. So got about 4 days off of work, and yeah, we'll get the camera rolling as soon as I get up to the site where I'll be setting up for the evening. So we're heading up this canyon road on our way to Humboldt City, which back in the day, as my understanding, was a pretty booming mining town. And of course now it's just a bunch of dilapidated remnants of a ghost town. But seems like it'll be nice and secluded up here. Looks like we've got a spring or something off here to the right. All those trees. But yeah, get up here, find somewhere to set up camp for the evening. And tomorrow morning, get out, explore a little bit. Oh, look at that, there's a deer. Off to the right. Man, I feel like I should get out and let some air out of these tires. Got them cranked up to 40 psi. It's kind of rocky. So here we are at Humboldt City, the old mining town. You gotta be careful. Watch out for rattlesnakes up here. But this must have been one of the old houses. They say there were 200 houses scattered up here. I know there's a couple up there. I'll go wander up there and check it out. Come on. I would drive. I don't know if there's anywhere to turn around, and I can't really see out the back of my truck very well because it's pretty good and loaded. So I'll just walk over. So looks like a house was down there by that tree. There's something right there as well. Come on, Abby. Come on. And obviously something right there. That must have been a house right there. Just kind of scattered in ruins. So I think what I'll do here is get back in the truck, drive down the ways a little bit. Up ahead there you can see that the walls of that store. So I'll drive down there because that's where the most kind of still existing structures are. So we'll go drive down there. Come on. Good girl. So I don't know what structure these were. Obviously, needs a little bit of roof work there. I'll have to look that up, see what that was. And there's this as well. Let's go to the store. Let's go check out this store real quick. Hi, baby. We'll be right back. More running water there. People have been making this a campsite. A fire pit there. I actually, not gonna lie, I kind of thought about this. I'm like, you know, this would probably work out pretty well if I just set up camp in here. But being a holiday weekend, and I mean, I didn't expect to encounter anybody up here, but no critters or anything in here, is there? Nope. You know, I just didn't want to set up camp and then have others come up, and you know, I come out to these places to get away from people. crazy to think that back in the day, this was a bustling town right here. I mean, you figure all these the businesses, the store, and one of these must have been the post office. They had a post office here and something else, and then about a few hundred houses going up the hill here. That was a decent population. This would have all been active during that time. This is Tunnel Camp. This is one of the old mining ghost towns that was on the list to visit. I'm gonna leave the truck running up here because I goofed, and I've got two ways to charge my power station in this. I've got the 2 solar panels up on top there, and then I've got an alternator charger, and the solar panels put out, like in conditions like this, unobstructed, probably 150 to 180 watts. I've seen up to like 195 before, but the alternator charger puts out, I can adjust it, I have it set to 400 watts. So I had drained the supply of that power station pretty good overnight, so I'm gonna let this charge up. Basically where I had screwed up is when I left the last town, I forgot to plug in the alternator charger, because you can only have alternator or solar going. So it was just going off of solar, which is charging at less than half, about 1/3 that it'll be charging with the alternator. So yeah, we'll just leave that running to charge that up while we go explore here. Come on, Abby. Looks like we got a truck cab down here. What do we got? Not much left of it. It's just a whole bunch of scrap metal bits around here. Must have been a part of the operation. Come on. Gotta go pick a cabin. Which one of these do we like the most? Cabin number 1. It's already missing part of the floor. Looks like but that floor is not too stable. I don't think I'll stand in here. Obviously had some sort of a stove there. Okay, all right. So that's cabin 1. Let's go check out cabin 2 up here. Abby, you are all twisted up again, baby. There you go. All right, cabin 2. What do we got? Hang on. Gotta make sure that there's nothing in here you're gonna fall through. Oh, we got some garbage. Part of a chair. Looks like there's a stove in this one too. Oh goodness, Abby, you and your leash woes. Okay. Don't think I'll be walking inside of any of these cabins because the floor feels super sketch in all of them. And I don't want to go falling through and getting hurt. And it's just me out here by myself. I do have my spot tracker on me. But yeah, injuries aren't good. Here, come on, baby. Yeah, there's a hole in the floor. Yeah, you see that board? Even she's stepping on it. It's like flexing down. And she's a third of my weight. So, okay. A little bit bigger. A little better shape. Let's untangle the dog. Oh, there we go. All right. We got another cabin up there. All right. I may have to go inside of this one, which I'm not too thrilled about. There's a little gecko. That isn't going to open anymore. I think we'll just kind of poke the camera in and just walk around on the outside. A little renovation work. Fix it up like new again. Yeah? Dog. Alright, fine. Let's go up the hill. Let's see what we got. I know that brick thing over there is like the main building that the town building or whatever. I forget all the technical terms of it. It's obviously the mine operation equipment there. Let's see what this is all about. Come on. Joshua Hendy Machine Works. That's a see tire tracks on this, so I know this is safe to walk across. Maybe gaining some weight, but I'm not as heavy as a vehicle. Goodness, a whole bunch of people setting up camps out here. So I'm seeing little campfire remnants everywhere. Would be a good place to set up camp, but especially with these concrete pads, God, that'd be an excellent place right there. I don't know if I can get in. Yeah, I can get in there with the truck, but still a lot more stops to go today, so we're going to skip this one, but it's good to know for future. If you ever want to come out here again, set up camp on one of these concrete slabs. Come on, Abby. Come on, baby. Oh. Good girl. Yeah, just right there. I'd be all about that. Oh yeah, this one doesn't even have a floor in it, I don't think. Oh, no, it does. This is just a window. Oops. Okay, and then just an outhouse. Okay, let's go check that out. Let's go down here. With the toilet seat and all. Oh, look at all these little guys. Goodness, this town is just about turnkey. Come on. Saw another structure coming in I want to check out. See if I can get the truck up to that one. Alrighty, let's go up that hill and see what's up there. So you probably saw there were a couple other, I think those were cabins driving up that road. This is the only other one that I saw that I wanted to check out, but chances are neither of the others have been really all that exciting. So I don't know what this one will be. Oh yeah. Ah yeah. Oh, this looks like it's some sort of a storage room. All right. That roof is completely ready to collapse then. What is that? Is that? Oh, that must be for. That's not electrical, is it? Huh. Yeah. Anyway, there was that. We'll go take a look at the cemetery across the road. And then some other structure down there I might as well swing by since I'm here. And we'll continue on up the road. Oh, no way. Somebody put some LED lights in there. Oh, these are just straight up LED lanterns altogether. I bet there's a little solar panel up on top. That's so cool. This is obviously a fairly recently built little arch as well. There's no writing or anything. Plenty of money. Got some wealthy deceased folks here. Coins everywhere. And I was hoping to get a date. Nope, nothing there. More coins. Goodness. I don't fully understand that, but okay. Small graves. Those must have been kids. Or animals. Probably kids though. Wow. That's all you get. Just wooden crosses, except for a couple random metal ones. See, that's something I love about the Nevada desert. There's so much history out here with all these old mining towns and ghost towns. I mean, look at this. We're not around anything at all. And pretty much the majority of these sites that I come to, somebody maintains them. Somebody comes out here. I'm sure it's volunteer organizations for like preserving the Nevada history or something, but people come out here and maintain them. There's another old cemetery that I've been to. I definitely want to go back up to that one, but I guess a Jeep Club went out there and welded up a whole like fence around it because people were going out there driving over the graves not knowing. So see down the road that we came in there, that big white box, there was a couple just random containers out there, like shipping containers. Some guy was camped up at that spot. So I don't know. I gotta look at the map and figure out where the heck I am, because this is just the first of 3 little towns up here. They've also got Vernon and Seven Troughs itself. Seven Troughs itself is pretty much gone. I'm not sure if they consider this whole area Vernon, but look at the map, figure out where I'm at and which way to go, because it is about 6 o'clock and I'm gonna need to find somewhere to set up camp for the evening. So, I mean, like I say, this is a pretty good spot here in that that town over there. But I want to make some more progress while I still got daylight. At least go for another hour. Well, folks, we made it. You don't get much more downtown Vernon than that. We're right on the dot. I'd like to welcome you all to downtown Vernon, Nevada. Having left Vernon and turned onto this road going to Porter Springs Recreation Area, it is actually a graded road, so there might actually be something up here. I don't know. But either way, I'm hoping that's where I can set up camp for the night. Okay, well, we made it to Porter Springs Recreation Area in the middle of the desert. I'm kind of looking forward to checking out the map kind of from a distance and figure out where the heck we are. This was completely unplanned. I just thought, hey, there's a recreation area, let's check it out. Haha, it's really not anything, but it's actually a thing. So what do they say? Okay, no dumping, closed to motor vehicles. What is this? Oh, goodness. Porter Springs, a desert oasis. So this must be like a wildlife area? This is so strange. What are these little things? Okay, so these cabins were moved here in the 1950s by the famous farm. There's bird crap all over this. But these were moved from Tunnel Creek, basically. Or Tunnel Camp, where we were just at. Tunnel Camp was established in 1926. Wow, so that place was less than 100 years old. That's crazy. Established in 1926 around a tunnel dug to drain the flooded Seven Troughs consolidated mines. Some of the houses for the settlement at Tunnel Camp were moved from Mazuma and Seven Troughs. Two of the communities in the Seven Troughs Consolidated Mining District founded in the area in the early 1900s. These communities had restaurants, churches, and a school. In Mazuma, a 100-ton stamp mill was built in anticipation of the ore that would be available once
the mines were drained by the tunnel. These settlements were severely damaged after the Big Flash Flood in 1912. Later, something covered. 1920s, they were bust from the failure of the tunnel to drain. The mines combined with the lack of the viable ore body, and they were abandoned. It is unknown whether either of the two cabins moved to Porter Springs were of those moved to Tunnel Camp from Mazuma and Southern Troughs after the 1912 flood. Wild. Okay, they literally moved these massive cabins, the whole place. How? Good Lord. Okay. Somebody obviously comes up here and mows around this thing too. I wonder how far away from the interstate we are. Okay. So what's this other one? It's gonna be windy here. It's alright though. Oh yeah, there's critters running around in here. And what's going on over here? There's like more signs. Or something. Okay, and this is just talking about the wildlife that exists in this place. I need to go get my dog. She's got to go with me on this little walk around. They say you can tent camp in here. I didn't bring a tent with me, so I'll just go park out there by one of those benches and set up there for the night. Like I say, it's going to be windy, but that's okay. Yeah, they got this place completely enclosed with a little fence around it. Oh wow, look at this. Look. Picnic bench back here. A couple of them. These are the camping sites. Got a fire pit there with a grill. This is not something I expected in the middle of the desert. This is why I love Nevada. It's so random. And there's even firewood. That's cool. I don't think there's really much else up here. Man, making me wish I brought a tent. This would be a cool little adventure on the motorcycle, though. Pack the tent, bring it out here and camp for the night.
Yeah, bless you. Easy.
Gosh, this would be an awesome place to camp. I mean, I do have my hammock. Wonder if I can set up my hammock on these trees. I mean, maybe. These are kind of far apart. These two, however, aren't. They'd be right over the sticks, but I could technically run my hammock between those two. Huh. over there is very helpful. Those two are too close together and everything else is too far apart. That's a possibility, though. Think about that. Oh, you're tangled again. Here, babe. Come here.
Come here, sweetie. There we go.
Of course, if I did the hammock, I don't know where you'd sleep, except just on the ground, which would probably be fine. The mill. Porter Springs processed more than 3,000 tons of tungsten ore from the nearby Holiday Mine between 1953 and 1962. Tungsten mining began in northern Nevada over 100 years ago when the prospectors looking for silver accidentally discovered Sheetlite deposit. The first ore produced in Nevada. God, this is so dirty. Doesn't help I don't have my glasses. The first ore produced in Nevada in 1916 was shipped to San Francisco to be processed into tungsten metal for the new electric incandescent light bulb, which used tungsten filament in the place of carbon filament. These new light bulbs were 7 times more energy efficient than carbon filament. Light bulbs they replaced had longer working life. By 1911, tungsten had completely replaced carbon for use as light bulb filaments. The commercial market for tungsten was limited until 1927, when it was discovered that tungsten could be alloyed with iron to produce high-quality tool steels for metalworking. Tungsten produced from local mines increased after World War II. I'm reading all of these as run-on sentences because I can't see the dots anywhere. Tungsten produced from local mines increased after World War II due to demand from high-strength, what are you eating? High-strength steel tool steels. Currently, tungsten production in Nevada has stopped because of low-cost imported tungsten concentrates. Okay. All right. Come on, troublemaker. Whoop. There's a piece of wood there. Let's go find our campsite for the night. This is a cool little spot, though. So, some of you may have noticed that my setup has changed a little bit since before, because I had the bed rack with the rooftop tent on there. I love that rooftop tent. It is the best purchase I've made. I sleep so well in it. The thing is that all my gear was in the bed and it was exposed to the elements, so going into winter I wanted to put the shell on so I could throw my skis and stuff and I could sleep in the back of the truck. So what I've ended up doing is I've decided to keep the shell on here, especially with the dogs, so that they can jump in the back of the truck when, you know, I take them out to the lake or the river or whatever. What I did is I bought a trailer, and it's just a standard flatbed trailer, and I'm welding up a frame for it, and I'm going to put the rooftop tent on top of that. And the idea there is the inside of the trailer, I could put my motorcycle in it, so when I set up camp at spots like this, I could just jump on the bike and go run around and explore. So that'll be upcoming. For now, I just have the back of the truck to sleep in, which isn't as comfortable, but it's okay, it works. But I did also want to get this rack for the back of it because I wanted to be able to carry another spare. I still have the underside mounted spare, but I wanted to be able to carry a second spare with me for when I'm out in the middle of nowhere like this. And then of course the extra gas and water was just an added bonus. So I had to take the weight into consideration because this rack is probably easily a couple 100 pounds in itself with all this stuff, probably more. And with the rooftop tent and all the gear in there, I was already pushing the limit of this truck, and I probably still am. But anyway, and then of course I added the rear bumper too, and the rack is separate from the bumper. Normally they're integrated, but I wanted it this way so that way I could take the rack out. I don't often drive the truck around, but now that I got the dogs, like I say, I do take them to the river and the lake, and the truck is just really good for that because they can get all wet and muddy and jump in the back, and I don't care. So when I do stuff like that, I don't need the second spare, and this is kind of like a massive gaudy setup to drag around with me. So generally when I'm not taking trips like this, I'll just pull this out of the hitch receiver. And this hitch is designed so it can carry, or not carry, but tow a trailer as well. They say up to 10,000 pounds. So really the limitation is the truck, and so long as I don't exceed the tongue weight, I'll be good. So I'll use this with the trailer when I do most of my long distance trips. I got a trip coming up in August. I'll be running that setup. So anyway, enough of that. Let me get this opened up, pop this bolt in there so it doesn't swing closed on me. I didn't really put the camper shell tent back completely after last night because I knew I'd be using it again tonight, so no sense in rolling it up all tight. I'm gonna leave it loose because I got to get some stuff out. But so I had one of these pull-out awnings before by Kamek, and I liked it so much that I got a second one. And the reason that I got a second one is this one is bigger. It's 7 feet. The other one is 5 feet. So the difference there, not only the additional size, which is really nice for the coverage because I've got all my cooking stuff inside of that back door, the power station and whatnot, but they offered a bug screen for this, so it just drapes over and keeps the bugs out, which was a major selling point for me. They don't offer them for the 5-footers. So the 5-foot one, I'm going to either put across the back of the truck here, so when I'm camping out of it like this, I can pull it out in case I'm camping in the rain, or I'm going to put it on the back of the trailer to go straight out. I also have my 270 swing out awning that'll mount on the trailer, and then of course the rooftop tent swings out the other side, so it'll be able to be a pretty good setup. Where'd my dog go? Be a pretty good setup for that. Anyhow, let me tug it out a little bit. All right, that's the halfway point. Normally I just pull it out to there and put the bug shield up, but I don't think I'm gonna run the bug guard or the bug screen today. Just gonna scarf some dinner, and I mean we got the table over there, so I'm not gonna set up my table because that's kind of the other nice thing about that bug screen is it helps kind of die down the wind so I can keep my stuff out here and it's not gonna get blown around. But I think this will be sufficient to provide some shade. Got some support poles all pop in there too. That's right, there they are. Those are going to be easiest with my prosthetics. On the other side. I gotta say, you're pretty darn good about sticking around. I like that. So the other part of this New setup I'm excited about. Let's get it out. My Kamek Outpost hammock. Like I say, I could have set up a hammock inside there, but I mean, got the dog and everything, so it's best if we just sleep out in the truck tonight. So for these situations, or situations like yesterday, where I didn't have trees nearby, I can set up a hammock. Super simple design, which I really appreciate. Actually, let me turn around. That way you're not looking at my behind. Come on. Slide together. There we go. Just kind of sets on that little ball up there. Sometimes I got to take up the legs to get it to clip in, but I'll take a look and see if I can clip it in. Oh yeah, we're good. And last night, the wind was blowing so hard. And I had a hammock on here, although it was tied up, but this whole tripod setup was blowing over. Fortunately, that thing up on the rack keeps it from toppling completely. Actually, I think that'll work. Bring that back in. That'll be good. long as I don't wake up to one of them cows chewing on me, I'll be fine. Dog can have the back of the truck. My shoes are all the way over there. Come on. Okay. Maybe once I put these stakes out, calm it down. Or not. Probably not. Woo! Man, she's a floppy one. What is this? Why do I have a string going through the middle of this? Oh, that's for to keep the top off here. Well, that's enough of that nonsense for now. Alrighty, so we are at the famous Lovelock Cave. This is a historical archaeological site that's got all kinds of crazy myths and legends around it. So, as the story goes, I've watched some videos, some local Native Americans won't even come up here. They believe it's bad juju. Something about they were in battle with these, they called them giants, red-headed giants that lived out here back in the day, and I guess they somehow got the cave set on fire and burned out these giants, and the ones that did actually come out, they shot them with arrows, and I don't know, all kinds of, I'm not too savvy on that story. Something about human remains were found in the cave along with a bunch of artifacts. So yeah, I don't know. This place is supposedly haunted. Paranormal investigators come out and do their investigations out here. All their equipment goes crazy. And so, believe what you will with all of that, but we're gonna go check it out. We're going in it. Okay. I know, this is steep. Goodness. Two things for sure. Pardon me, I'm out of breath. This is steep. Also, first off, I apologize. I didn't bring the 360 camera. I'm just bringing my chest mount GoPro for this because I thought I had brought my holy smokes. I thought I had plugged in the 360 to charge, but apparently the cable I plugged into wasn't plugged into the power station. All right, come on, we're almost there. So, chest mount it is. The biggest downside of the chest mount is I can't see what's going on in the view, so I don't know what you're seeing. Wow, look at these rocks. This geology is incredible. Some crazy stuff happened up here. So admittedly, since I'm a glutton for punishment, This is my second time walking up to this cave. Because the first time, I didn't bring a light. And let me tell you, it's dark in there. Come on, Abby. I know, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're literally climbing a mountain. Cleared away all the birds on the first round. A bunch of birds hanging out up here in the rocks, so it was cool. Okay, so, so you can kind of see this little graphic here. The surface, the ashes and charred rushes, etc. And then the undisturbed dirt, and then the little pits where they found all these artifacts and stuff in there. So, let me go ahead and get this light fired up. This is a bright light, so we shouldn't have any problem seeing anything in here. I love how we're greeted with biohazard tape. Caution biohazard. Okay, so here we are. You can see the charred roof of the cave here. Somebody had come in here and built this little stairway deck thing, which is kind of cool. So yeah, it doesn't go very far. It literally ends just right there, but magnificent piece of history here. Definitely a lot of insanity happened in this cave. There were some doves over here I was hearing. I don't hear them now. And it dead ends right there, so. Anyway, come on, baby. Oh. Not too crazy, but it is definitely a cool thing to see. I saw something down there to the right. The path goes down. There's another sign overlooking the valley that, let me get this light off. There's probably something about the local Native American tribes and the land out there, but that's too far. I'm too tired. Y'all, I can't tell you how freaking sunburned I am right now. Here, let's go back the way we came in. Let's go up here. Come on, Abby. Come on, sweetie. Good girl. I wonder what this white box is. What's in here? Oh, a visitor registry. 526. That's the last entry. All right. So, 526. Yesterday was Memorial Day. I don't even know what the date is. We've been out wandering out in the desert for several days now, so had to have been within the last day or two. All right, well, that was rather uneventful. Another, I think this just kind of goes in and goes out there. But I am just fascinated by this freaking geology. My gosh, look at these lines in the rocks. This is like it was an entire little glob of, I don't know, it couldn't have been, I mean, it was probably magma at one point, but there's something going on underneath that. Had it folding up and all over itself like this. Because, where did I see that one spot here? Yeah, these, hang on. These are going straight up and down. Those age lines going. And then these are going sideways at a downward angle towards me. Those are going up. Wow. These guys are just kind of going downwards. Look at all those layers. That's so cool. I'm way more excited about the outside than I am the inside. All right. But I could see where that would have been a desirable place to live way back in the day, because it's up high overlooking this valley, so you could see everything. And being a cave, it's cooler in there. You got protection from the elements. All right, hang on. Let's give you a little bit more room to go, since you kind of want to go. Just please, for the love of God, don't find any rattlesnakes. That's the last thing we need to deal with right now. No, come on. Come on, Abby. Abby, come on. Come on. It's not that important. Checking your Tinder profile. Some other friends of yours were up here. There's like moss or something growing on here too. Yeah, like this one. Look at this. So we got the layer lines going straight up and down. They kind of do a little zigzaggy craziness here, and those are straight up and down. These are kind of angled up. They kind of do a little curvature thing, and that's the kind of stuff I geek over. Just trying to imagine what was happening with the earth back then that made it do so many angry folds and twists and changes. I was gonna make this a spot to camp out, but it didn't really work out, because I was looking on the BLM website and they say it's not like designated camping, but as long as you're in a spot up here, there's nothing stopping you from camping here. But I found that Porter Spring yesterday by accident and packed up this morning and headed out, and here it is midday, just afternoon sometime the next day. So I'm not gonna sit here and waste all day, and it's way too hot. I'm telling you guys, I am so sunburned. This is miserable. I've like tried to cover up my skin as much as I can, but even through the clothes, this sun is just baking me. So I may end up calling it an early trip here, head home. Just because I done goofed. I didn't put on the proper protection for the sun. I didn't think it was gonna be quite this ruthless out here today, or for this trip. How do you do this, dog? How do you always get this so twisted and tangled? Here, you know what? Here, you're on your own. Deal with it. All right. Abby, come on, I got some water here for you. I gotta say, Abby has been an unbelievably amazing companion on this trip. This was her first time out on any adventures with me. Abby, come here. Come here, Abby. Let me get your leash off. You're not dragging it around everywhere. But this was her first adventure out, and I had thought I'd be keeping her on the leash at all times. And I tell you what, she is incredible at sticking around. Every once in a while, like right now, she'll kind of go wander off a little bit, but she never goes far. But when we were set up, had camp set up she'll stay right by my side. Like I say, my biggest concern is rattlesnakes. Here, you want some water? There you go. At that Porter Springs, you may have seen they had a little freestanding bathroom like they do across the lot here. I'd go outside and, oh, we got to get you more water in there. Here, you know what? I think I got one right here. But there were a couple times I went in and used it, and she was just hanging out right outside, just waiting for me to finish and come back out. So this is definitely going to be the start of a really good companionship, and her hanging out with me, going out on all these adventures. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to bite onto this. It's covered in dust. Okay. The reason I gotta do that is this bottle fell out of the truck, so I got a hole poked in it. So come on. There we go. Okay, baby. Let's get this thing back out a little bit. Oh goodness, it's all gonna spill out. Gotta get a grip on. Gotta get a grip. Here you go. She's still a little skittish on some things. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what it is that triggers the skittishness. Because, I mean, obviously they think she's about 2 years old, and we don't know her past. I know that the older dog that we rescued with her bonded pair, she's at home right now after her little surgery. Goodness! She's in pretty bad shape. She's been through some stuff. So, you gotta lay down. You want some more? So they definitely weren't nice to them. It's a really good thing that I don't know who they are or where they came from. Because I would not be nice to those people. You gotta breathe. You gotta breathe. All right. Oh, God. Whoa! You see, she jumped away when I almost dropped the bottle. It's fine, baby. It's okay. I'm just trying to catch it so I didn't drop it in the dirt. Yeah, you're fine, baby. I've noticed she's also kind of uncertain about my prosthetics. She tends to get more skittish when I'm wearing them. Oh, I guess I'm not taking my prosthetics off because the GoPro chest mount is over the prosthesis harness. So anyway, but yeah, she gets a little more skittish around my prosthetics, so she's not sure about those yet. All right, Abby, load up. Load up. Come on, get in there. Load up. You got this. Load up. We're still working on this. This door wants to close, though. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. You're such a good dog. Yeah. So glad you came with me. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to get the truck started up here, and I might be able to do that with my prosthetics on. I'm going to take those off. Pack up and hit the road. I don't think there's really anything terribly exciting between here and home. So I'll go ahead and end it here. Thank you all for joining me, watching the video. Had a really good time with this one, albeit kind of short, but next week I've got some other stuff I want to go check out down south of here. And what would be really neat is if I could figure out how to join the two with all back roads. Just hop across I-80. I-80 is basically straight ahead here. Lovelock's off to the right, Reno's off to the left. So we're basically looking north here. So anyway, till next time, be good. We'll figure out how this camera turns off.